Hello everyone, this is the Case Breakers. Tonight I'm coming at you with a random for a box of 2013 Topps Platinum Football, and we're going to do this one draft style. So I'm going to randomize everyone's name 6 times. The order you land in is the order you are going to be able to draft your team, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright guys, I'll put you in the spreadsheet. Brando, you're going to be on the clock, number 1. Brandon, number 1. And here's how we'll read them off. Actually, let me do this. In the number 2 spot, Frederick. And in the number 3, Joseph G. Brandon did not waste any time saying he wants the Bills. The Bills it is for Brando. Frederick A., you are on the clock, my friend. And he wants the Saints. I had a feeling that was going to come. Number 3, Joseph G. Joseph, you have your choice. Jerry, you're up next at number 4. I have a feeling I know where Joseph's going to go. Yeah, Joe's here. I know which team he wants. And that's what I thought, Joe. The Jets. Number 4, Jerry, you're on the clock, brother. And Frederick, you're going to be in number 5. I have a feeling where Jerry's going to go. All right, Kyle, stop trying to sell right now. Let's do the draft, brother. That wasn't the team I thought. Dallas Cowboys, but that is a good team. Frederick, you're on the clock. And I have the pick for the next pick. Nope. I should have guessed it by Herschel W., but I thought you were going Jaguars. Packers, good team. Frederick is getting the Packers. Kaylee C. is on the clock, and they are going to go with the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos are off the board. Kyle G., you are picking. Kyle, you have the next 2 picks. So pick 2 teams, and then Joe is going to pick. 49ers. Good team, Kyle. I need one more from you, brother. Joe, you're up next. The Rams, another good one. Joe G. Who else here likes the draft style? Anybody else? Frederick, you have the next 2 picks. After Joe, you have the next 2 picks. Well, Kyle, if you PC anybody, I don't know about it because you don't take any of the cards that I hit. Good choice, Joe. Cincinnati Bengals are off the board. Frederick, the next 2 picks. Followed by Chris C. No, but you're going to get your team, it looks like. Chris. No, you get the bottom spots and you hit RG3 autographs. The ones by team are only on the case breaks, Jerry, just to make it a little, try to sell it out a little faster. Giants and Minnesota. Giants are an interesting choice. And Minnesota. All right, Chris, your turn. Am I going where I think I am? Are we going right here? After Chris, Frederick, you have 2 more picks. 2 more picks, Frederick, after Chris. And then it's going to be Chris again. There you go. That's what I thought, buddy. Frederick, you're up. 2 picks. And then, Chris, you got the next pick after that. He doesn't need the top pick to get his team, though. Seahawks are off the board. Dolphins and Atlanta. Atlanta's a very interesting choice. Dolphins, good pick though, Frederick. All right, Chris C., you're on the clock again. Kyle, you are up next. I knew that was the team you were going with, Chris. Patriots are off the board. Kyle, you are up. Spot number 16, Kyle G., you are up. Jerry, you are next. Steelers, good choice. Jerry, you're up, brother. After Jerry, Chris C. and Kyle G. Chris C. and Kyle G. are up after that. Teams that are left: Arizona Cardinals, Baltimore Ravens, Carolina Panthers, Chicago Bears, Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs, Oakland Raiders, Philadelphia Eagles, San Diego Chargers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tennessee Titans, and Washington Redskins. Jaguars, going with his team. All right. Chris C., you are up. Kyle, you are next, and Joseph, you are after that. The Philadelphia Eagles are available, Chris. Chris has got the Eagles. Okay. Kyle G., you are up. Chargers, okay. Joseph, you are up. Joseph G., you are on the clock. After Joe is Kaylee C., and I have her team. After Kaylee is two more by Joe. And then you, Kyle. Joe, I need a team, brother. Colts. Okay. Hold on, guys. The Colts were just taken by Joe. So I got to tell somebody what Kaylee had teams. So give me a second here, because there's a lot of them. Uh, there's still some good teams left. All right, let's give them a second to get back to me. I told them which teams are available. Joe, you have the next 2 picks. Buccaneers and Lions. All right, let me see if those teams are going to be available, Joe. Just give me a second. Okay, Washington Redskins are up the board. The Buccaneers are off the board. And the Detroit Lions are off the board. Remaining teams: Cardinals, Ravens, Panthers, Bears, Browns, Texans, Chiefs, Raiders, and Titans. Kyle, you are up. After Kyle is Chris C. Chiefs for Kyle. Chris, you're up. After Chris, Frederick, you are up. Arizona Cardinals, Baltimore Ravens, Carolina Panthers, Chicago Bears, Cleveland Browns, Houston Texans, Oakland Raiders, and Tennessee Titans. Pretty good, Kyle. Pretty good. You forgot the Panthers, though, and the Ravens. Titans for Chris. Frederick, you're up, brother. Panthers. Brandon, you are up. I know where Brandon's going. No, you're not last, Brando. I have an idea where Brando's going. Frederick, you're up next. I knew that was coming, brother. I knew that was coming. Frederick, you have the Ravens, the Browns, the Texans, the Raiders, and that's it. And the last three are going to Joe G. Brandon's going to start PCing the Cardinals. I had a feeling you were going there. Joe, you're going to get the Ravens, the Chicago Bears, and the Cleveland Browns. Who took the Raiders? Wait a second here. Hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone. Well, somebody's missing a pick, so let me go through this real fast. All right, Kyle, you get to pick the Raiders or the Browns or the Ravens or the Bears. So pick one of those teams, because Joe had the last three spots. Joe had the last three spots. So Kyle, pick one of those teams. Ravens, Bears, Browns, or Raiders. And so it worked out in the end anyway. All right. Let's get to the break then, gentlemen. Just going to print the list out so I have it here in front of me. Gonna get some nice boom baby here. Alright guys, away we are gonna go. And somebody said to do a little stabbing on it. I can't go too deep into it because the packs are right there, but a little stab. Uh-oh. How bad was he hurt? And we're going to save the patch for last, guys. The patch is thick, so we're going to save it right for the last pack to open. And it's right there on top. So I'll put it right to the bottom. Nobody's going to know what it is. All right, Bills, coming back. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. Here we go. I'm going to show the rookies, the inserts, and any hits. The base cards are just going to zoom through. But I will show them, of course. And, who got them Jets? And that's Joe G. X-Factor Gino. Boom, baby. Nice. And for the Broncos, Peyton Manning, blue refractor parallel. And that's going to go to Kaylee C. Let's hope EJ's okay. Our first autograph. Nice one for the Bengals. Rex Burkhead. Boom, baby. That's going to go to Joe G. There you go, buddy. And Von Miller going to Kaylee C. And a Desmond Trufant for the Atlanta Falcons, Frederick A. And the parallel Andy Dalton going to Joe G. Joe's first 3 packs doing nice. I see a nice rookie coming up. I see a nice look at this. Joe, come on, man. That's a little boom baby for you. And then Michael Vick. And that's going to go to Chris C. Hashtags don't work here, Joe. We got another X-Factor coming up here. Oh, that's a nice one for the Vikings. Frederick A., first timer to the site. Thanks for joining us. You get a Cordell Patterson X-Factor. Nice hit. And Roddy White also going to Frederick. And we got something stuck behind. Another autograph. Colin Klein. Number 10 of 99 going to the Houston Texans. Frederick A. And a Reggie Wayne parallel. That's going to the Indianapolis Colts. And that's going to Joe G. Yeah, don't put no pressure. Another X Factor in here. Zeke Mata for the Falcons. Frederick A. He knew which teams to pick, that's for sure. And Troy Polamalu going to Kyle. Mike Gillespie for the Miami Dolphins, Frederick A. And Randall Cobb for the Packers, also going to Frederick. Wow. Frederick, did you have X-ray vision on this box or something? The rookie for the Bills, Robert Woods, going to Brando. And Danny Amendola for the Patriots. That's going to Chris. Jonathan Hankins for the Giants, Frederick. And Brian Rockpo for the Redskins, Kaylee C. That was a sick pack. Brandon didn't get a sick package from me today. Zeke Mata, and that's going to Frederick. And A.J. Green for the Bengals. That's going to Joe. You know what? It's all pot luck here, Frederick. You spend the money like everybody else. You took more spots. You have better odds to hit something. Nothing to feel bad about it. That's what you're speaking about. It's all part of the game, and these guys know that. And we got a black refractor. Chris, I got to show you. I don't know if you saw it last night, but I'll show you. I got to show you something after the break. Keenan Allen, black refractor for the Chargers. Kyle G. There you go, buddy. And Demarius Thomas going to Kaylee C. That's right. Kyle nailed it on the head. Cordell Patterson. And that's going to Frederick. And Jason Witten going to Jerry W. I'll show you what I hit last night. I opened the box for myself last night. I'll show you after the break, brother. Keenan Allen, rookie, going to Kyle. And a Dougie Martin going to Joe G. I think Joe's liking our breaks, guys. Now we got our die cut in here. And it's nice. Andrew Luck for the Colts. And that's going to go to Joe G. And a Desmond Trufant X-Factor going to Frederick. And the parallel Eli Manning for the Giants also going to Frederick. Marcus Lattimore, rookie for the 49ers. That's going to Kyle. No, Chris, you have the Seahawks. And Deshaun Jackson for the Eagles. Chris C. Yay. Hey, you guys can't blame me on this one. You guys are the ones who picked your teams. Arthur Brown for the Ravens, Joe G. And the parallel Tom Brady. That's a nice one that I know Chris is going to send out to Justin. Maybe we'll see you back here more then, Joe. I believe you were in an Allen and Ginter break of mine a while ago, but I haven't seen you since. Where you were hanging out. Oh, that's a nice one for Kyle. Marcus Lattimore X-Factor. And Tony Ono Romo. That's going to Jerry W. Next to last pack. So the next pack is going to be the patch. Tavon Austin. Nice rookie for Kyle. And Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to go to Frederick. Andrew Luck was the die cut. All right, guys. Here it is. Good luck. We're going to put this card in here to hide it. We don't want nobody to see it. And we're going to take a little peek slowly. Oh, it's this way. Haha. Well, the rookie's Aaron Millette for the Ravens. And that's going to go to Joe. And let's see what it is. I believe it is a purple. Oh, it's a purple, guys. Oh. Chris said purple. We got a purple for the Bills. Oh my boom, baby! Oh my goodness! Oh, Brando! Brandon! Wow, number 7 of 10. Brandon, there you go, buddy. That is freaking sick. That is freaking sick, Brandon. Nice hit, buddy. Let me protect this for you. Wow. Now, you got to give that a boom baby, Brandon. That ain't just a boom. That's a boom baby. There you go. There you go. Now you guys know why Brandon keeps coming back to the Case Breakers. Wow, Brandon, congrats, brother. And you can send me a thank you text because I could have had this box last night and I didn't take it. I went the other box. Brando. That is just sick, brother. That is nice, man. It doesn't get better than that. Well, it does, but not much better. For the new guys here, that's why Kyle and Chris and Brandon and Jerry keep coming back here because of hits like that. Brandon bought one spot and Steve can't afford to buy his own boxes. Brandon buys one spot for $10 and hits that. Alright guys, I'm going to save this video. I want to thank you all for joining us. Joe and Frederick, thank you guys, first timers. Much appreciated. Don't forget to check us out at www.thecasebreakers.com. Follow me on Twitter at thecasebreakers and check out my eBay auctions. My eBay ID is thecasebreakers. Boom, baby!